Good morning, class. I am teacher Crystal Dirain.
And I am teacher Marian Joy as Dimaala.
And I am teacher Elmi Perez.
I'm teacher Jason Macasinag.
I am teacher Claudine May Lavina, and we are your teachers of the day.
So before we proceed to our lesson, let's have first an opening prayer. Okay, Miss Albina, can you please lead the prayer? Thank you, Miss Albina.
Okay, class, who is the secretary for this class? Okay, Miss Rehensha, who is the absent? Okay, very good. Everybody are present this morning.
So, our topic for today is applying safety measures in farm operations.
So by the end of this lesson, you are expected to, first one, use tools and materials according to specifications and procedures.
Second, wear outfit according to farm requirements.
Third, observe strictly the effectivity, shelf life, expiration of materials.
So, fourth, follow emergency procedures to ensure a safe work requirement.
And 5, report hazard in the workplace in line with the farm guidelines.
So let's now proceed on our first topic. Our first topic is all about hand tools and farm machinery. So for this topic, we will have two activity, one individual and a group activity. So let's first have an individual activity. So for your individual activity, here is the direction. Match column A with the corresponding item in column B and column C. Write the letter of your answer for each number. So in column A, it is consists of the definitions. In column B, it is consists of the hand tools and farm machinery. And lastly, you must identify whether your match column A and column B is a hand tool or a farm machinery. So in here's activity, I will just give you 10 minutes to answer this. Okay, next slide. Next slide, 10 to 13. Next slide, 14 to 18. And last slide is 19 to 20. So time is up. So before we check your answers, we will now proceed on our next activity, which is a group activity. So after answering individually, you will now be divided into two groups wherein you will compare and analyze your answer. Titingnan nyo kung ano yung mga mali yung sagot. And after that, you will be given a set of pictures in here, as you can see on the PowerPoint presentation, and you will match it based on the definition that you have come up as a group. And lastly is, don't forget to identify if it is a farm tools or hand tools or a farm machinery. So I will just give you 10 minutes to do this activity, and after 10 minutes, you will each group will have a representative in which you will present your outputs on the class. So in presenting your outputs, you can share your insights and which you can also share which hand tools or farm machinery you find it difficult to identify and your insights about this group's activity. So your 10 minutes starts now. Okay, time is up. So group 1, kindly present your outputs. Very good, group 1. So group 2, kindly present your outputs. Great job, group 2. So here is the answer key for your reference. And now we will now proceed on our next topic, which is this will be discussed by Ms. Dimaala.
So our next topic is personal protective equipment in agricultural production crops. So next slide, please. So our first activity is identifying. Each student will identify personal protective equipment used in agricultural crops or agricultural production. And I will give you 5 minutes to answer that. Okay, thank you. Let's proceed to our next activity, importance. Each student will give perspective uses of PPE and its importance. Lastly, our last activity for today or for that topic is practical, wherein you are going to use personal protective equipment during practicals or during laboratories. So the next lesson will be presented by Miss Elamay Perez.
Okay, the next topic is all about shelf life versus date of expiry of chemical quality. Next slide, please. Okay, the first activity is the direction of it is teachers show the pictures of the products and then students will tell how long it will expire. Dito is ibibigay ko yung mga pictures, then sasabihin nyo kung gaano nga ba o kung kailan nga ba nag-expired ang mga products na ito. Number 1, beer. Number 2, jams. Next slide. Number 3 is hot dogs. 4 is eggs. 5, Coca-Cola or soda. Next, 6, butter. 7, dry pasta. And 8 is mayonnaise. I will give you 10 minutes to answer this activity. Okay, time's up. Next slide, please. And let's proceed to the second activity, which is you will need to place the missing letter inside the box to form the correct word. The definition below will help you to complete the word correctly. Dito naman is gagawin nyo is kayo ay magbibigay ng letters para mabuo nyo or para makuha nyo kung ano nga ba yung hinihingi dun sa definition. Ito ang item na to is number 1 to 3. I will give you 5 minutes to answer it, okay? Okay, time's up. The next activity, it's all about true or false. Dito naman is read each statement below carefully, place on T on the line. If you think a statement is true, place on F on the line if you think the statement is false. Alam ko na masasagot nyo to ng tama dahil nakita nyo na naman kung ano ba yung tamang definition ng bawat isa. I will give you also 5 minutes to answer this activity. Okay, time's up. Thank you, class. Let's proceed to the next topic presented by Macasinag.
So the next topic will be farm emergency procedures. So next slide. So as an activity, you will going to have a role play. So you will be divided into 5 groups to perform about the procedures on safety working environment. So you'll be graded into the following rubrics. So next slide. So here's the rubric for the performance. Next slide. So this is the link for the video that you are going to watch as a reference for the performance or role play. So the next topic will be presented by Miss Claudine May Lavina.
So for our last topic, it is reports hazard in the workplace. Next, please. So for our first activity, you are going to arrange words into sentences. So number 1, regulation decide on the right. 2, injuries track back and injuries skip on question. 3, hazard authorities feedback and get theirs. Consult with the other step you've taken. So dito, yung ating yung nasa sentences, i-arrange mo lang siya in proper. So I will be giving you 5 minutes to do that. Okay, time's up. Next, please. So this is the answer. Number 1, decide on the right regulation. 2, keep track of any injuries, incidents, or question. And 3, consult with hazard authorities and get their feedbacks on the step you've taken. So next, please. So for our last activity, you are going to determine the sequence of the procedure in tracking perspective or actual workplace. Instruction, after arranging the words in each sentence, arrange them according to the right procedure for tracking perspective or actual workplace danger. So next. So this is the answer. The number 1 is number 3, number 2 is number 2, and number 3 is number 1. So that's it for the end of our discussions for today.
Once again, I am Teacher Crystal.
And I am Chair Marian Joy as Dimaala.
And I am Ella.
And I am Teacher Jaisal.
And I am Miss Ludin Lavina.
Thank you
we
and
are your teacher for today. Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
and God bless.
God
Class.